Good morning, good morning, good morning, y'all. I hope I have enough room on this camera. My laptop is acting weird. I literally just did like an 8-minute video and it didn't even save. So I'm on my cell phone now. I wanted to get on y'all and talk about my seasons of homelessness. I've been homeless quite a few times. I've had to live in my car, and it was a very hard time for me. I had separated many times from my husband, and when I tell you, when you are married to a narcissist, you're just trying to find peace. You're trying to find rest. You're trying to find somewhere to escape. You want to find people that understand you, that know what you've gone through, because you just feel so isolated and so alone. And that's what the enemy wants. He wants you to be isolated and alone, so you feel like you don't have any help, you don't have any support. And for the longest time, I really did feel like I couldn't trust anybody, because anybody I confide in, it's like they would turn on me. And you really do feel like you're all alone. And through a lot of what I went through, uh, leading up to all the times I was homeless, I did call the police. I did try to reach out to people that could help, and try to um, speak to my husband or help him in any way, shape, or form. And, my husband was just in such denial. He just didn't want to admit what he was doing to me and the things that were going on in our marriage. And it really made it hard for restoration. It really made it hard for God to begin to do a new work in both of us, because my husband just didn't want to deal with a lot of the things that he was hiding. And if you watch prior videos, you'll know a little bit more about what God revealed to me concerning my marriage. Okay. So during my seasons of homelessness, I always had a game plan. Okay. Um, of course, my goal was to sleep in my car and still actively look for a job. Now, when it came to searching for a job, I wasn't picky. So I mean, when you're in a situation where you literally need a place to stay, you're starting all over from scratch. You cannot be picky. You really do have to just thank God for whatever door opens. And so for me, I was open to call center work. I was open to retail. It didn't matter to me. I was just thankful to God that money was starting to come in consistently. So once I secured the job, okay, my goal was to, um, of course, prove income so I can get an apartment. Okay, so you have to prove that you're making enough. You have consistent income coming in, and you have to show paycheck stubs. So um, that was the game plan. And then, of course, letting God know each apartment that I was interested in going to. So for me, I remember like it was yesterday when I first got my apartment, not the one I'm currently living in now. Jesus said it very clearly. He said 1 bedroom. And I'm thinking to myself, 1 bedroom. I was more interested in a 2 bedroom. And I did disobey him, and I got a 2 bedroom. When I tell you I struggled so hard to pay that rent, it was horrible. So, the best lesson when you are escaping the narcissist, you're starting all over. Do what God is telling you to do. Do not go your own way. Do not try to prove anything, or uh, want more for yourself, or think, oh, I'm not working that job and it's only paying minimum wage. I'm not working there, and it's only paying $15 an hour. I'm worth 20. Listen, we got to humble ourselves, and we have to be grateful for what we can get. Okay, until God opens up another door, of course. If you're in a season of homelessness, you're starting to prepare your exit plan to get away from the narcissist. Please don't ever tell them that you are leaving them. Please continue to do what you've always done, because they can pick up on even the slightest change. Okay, they can pick up on any little thing that shifted, and they're like, hold on, something, no, she's not acting the same. She's not this, she's not that. They're able to detect. Okay, it is spiritual, and I really do pray that you seek God. Those of you that do not believe that there are demons, people can be demon possessed. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. Okay, we got to quit playing, and they're manifesting now more than ever. Okay, so what I would encourage you also is to start saving your money. Don't be so quick to spend. Now is a time where you need to save, and you need to build a consistent exit savings plan. Okay. You also need to start preparing for where you're going to live. Start looking at apartments. Start looking at cars if you don't have a car. Don't worry about what people are going to think about you, what they're going to say. You need to be healed, and you need to be restored. Okay. That narcissist took everything out of you. They depleted you. Okay. So it's, we got to humble ourselves. We have to. I've taken jobs that were very low, and I've taken jobs that were very high. Okay. All money ain't good money, So you go where God is leading you to go. Okay. What else would I suggest? Get very familiar and comfortable with Dollar Tree. Okay. Save some money, go to the Dollar Tree. There's plenty of people on here on YouTube that share Dollar Tree meals. Okay. You got to do what you got to do. What else would I suggest? Start looking into going back to school. Find ways to go to school, get some scholarships. You know, what's another one? Trade school, learn a trade. Talk to God about owning your own business. Passive income opportunities and different things of that nature. Like, y'all, when you're leaving that narcissist, unless you were already working, because some of you do work, it's going to be hard for you if that narcissist was the breadwinner. In my situation, he was the breadwinner. Um, it's going to be scary. Okay. You're going to have more downs than ups, but God is with you. Okay. You are going to be fearful. There's going to be days where money is low. You don't know where help is going to come from, and God is going to come through for you. Okay. I want to be really honest with y'all. What else have I dealt with? Um, you may have nightmares. Okay. You may have spiritual attacks. It's a lot that comes with escaping the abuser. Okay. You may even have memories that start flooding back in. You ashamed because you allowed it to go on for so long. How could I allow myself to even get in this situation? I mean, don't beat yourself up. All of us have to learn one way or the other. Okay. Many of us, it takes a bit more to get through. Okay. Because we're hard headed. Um, yeah, but that's it, y'all. If you're working on leaving that narcissist, take it one day at a time. Definitely keep God involved. He is with you through every step of the way. Okay. So God bless y'all, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.